over there in the pier area. And they're going to get critical right now. We've got an incredible heat in the water. Round 2, heat 1. Keely Andrew going up against a hard-charging Silvana Lima. Unleash, and will we see it here? Silvana Lima up a little late, get caught behind that, and that was the ramp she was looking for. Unfortunately, she was out of position. You know, there's some really cool stories being told on all the social media outlets for the World Surf League, so be sure you get involved there. Here goes Keely Andrew. She's going to get involved. Big backside snap to start us off. Both surfers opting to take off on these kind of medium-sized inside waves. Quick snap, looking for a transition into the inside section. Doesn't get it, but a solid start.
For a little bit, because you watch her, you kind of know what you're going to get. Nice bottom turn up into the bowl. Great combination of, you know, style and flow and power. Actually, the wave didn't really allow her to do anything more than what she did on that wave, so let's not, you know, throw anything at her too hard. But these waves, I took a look at the Surfline cam, and it's better out here than it is at Lower Trussels right now. So they have the best pick of waves right now in Southern California, right out in front of them.
Go both surfers. Looks like they could be in position. It's going to be Silvana Lima on her backhand. Deep bottom turn, straight up into the lip. Big snap. Almost loses it, gains control. Another big turn, perfectly placed backside surfing for Silvana Lima.
That's what we like to see. This is a bigger wave. Silvana off the bottom, straight up into the bowl. Kind of almost loses it, but then gains composure and goes back up into it right in front of the pier. So it comes out of that and has to negotiate with the turn right out.
Lima just dropped a 7-1-7. Given her or earned by her, I should say, on a pair of big backside snaps. And here we go, Keely Andrew. Little hung up on the takeoff, gets around this one. Big backside turn up into the lip. And you saw that one coming from a mile away, a little bit late, little off balance. She goes down.
Mindset, get back into it right there. Catches a little bit of the inside rail coming in as a redirect, and then comes up into it. I think really a great execution off the top there. But see, right there, she got hung up. So if she would have been able to drive down out of that turn, she wouldn't have had that whole thing coming down on top of her.
CT numbers, 11.30, so right there with Silvana. Here we go, live action. Silvana Lima. Hard charging bottom turn, late hit, makes the floater, and just going a little too hard.
There we go. There she is, down the line. Bingo, straight up into the lip. Free falls back down into it.
I would say, what do you think? It's most likely real close to the divinity. It's going to be Silvana Lima locking into a nice looking left on her backhand. Deep bottom turn, straight up into the lip. Blows the tail. Goes a little too hard, slides out. The loser, second and third, have to go to this deadly round 2. Here goes Silvana Lima. High speed, bottom turn into a float. And can't come down with it.
Ragdolled. Just going over the handlebars again right there.
Speed wobbles.
She's definitely going for it. You got to give her that. But we need to execute. She's sitting on a 7, though. She's got a solid score.
Keely Andrew now. Up into the lip.
Out of sorts. That didn't look good, yeah.
Here's a look at what happened. This is what we're saying. Speed wobbles right there.
Well, what happened was she came off the lip. And she had so much speed that when
Lakey surfing at 50% is a threat to win anywhere she surfs. Keely Andrew now. She's got herself a nice little insider trying to reset after a couple previous errors. One big turn. And that'll most likely better the 1-1-7. Nice snap. And that'll get the, hopefully get the mojo back on
into
track.
place.
And right behind her, Silvana Lima looking for the ramp. Dashes the oncoming section. Beautiful and brutal frontside snap from Silvana Lima. Now she tries to make the transition. She could have a good line here to the inside. Hydroplaning. Quick snap and then almost goes down, but completes the ride nonetheless, jumps off her board. So that
she came into it with a lot of force and right in front of her opponent, so that's gonna stick in her head. But look at how fast she was going right there. Fins popping through the back, coming down, projecting with the lip and meeting at the bottom at the same time, pushing her out of it. So great surfing and timing by Silvana Lima. This is why she's on tour A lot of work, though. She could have cleaned up that work to the inside, would have been a little bit better. So hopefully she uses that.
Silvana's going to keep applying the pressure here. Chunky start to this wave. Nice open face for Silvana. Straight up the lip again. Quick snap straight under the pier.
Sketchy.
Again, high-speed antics from Silvana Lima behind the pressure of the pier.
Well, look at her having fun. Off the bottom, off the top combo. Nice quick wrap in the lip, and then comes right back up. Highline drive. Has to readjust in the lip as she sees the pylon coming.
Well, here we go. Last chance for Keely Andrew. Is this an 8-1-7? Keely on the bottom turn, straight up into the lip. Beautiful opening snap. She's going to need more to get that score, and another big turn for Keely. Well, this is going to make things interesting. If she can make this inside section, we could have just seen a miracle. What do you think?
I think body language is talking her out of it, but I would be kind of giving it the low claim.
Finger snap,
you know,
something,
because that was great surfing. You know, she surfed so well on that wave that it's hard for me. That first turn was great. This last turn, look at this bingo into the lip, release the tail coming out of it.
That was the best combo of this heat.
She could go 7-5 on that wave easy, which means that, no, they're not going to let her have it. I guess a smaller wave. Maybe I got.
We will see as she moves into round 3, and she's not done yet. Looking for this inside section. Big float to finish us off. Silvana Lima will move through. Keely
Nice
Andrew
work
bows
right
out.
there.